I got a cool presentation, no doubt from the guides. I was going through a training of some sort and came to what looked like the simulator's edge. Kind of. A lot like when in The Matrix, Morpheus creates the all-white computer simulation for Neo to stand in. So like that, what around me appeared to be solid, abruptly cut off into an all-white scene or scenario. I stood and looked over the edge to see if it had depth. Couldn't tell. It seemed endless. And I got a subtle impression to consider a length of time. So I considered, say, 5 minutes, and a chunk of land was added to this simulated timeline, occupying a minute part of the all-white portion. Not so much about the duration, but the relation of time and space, an occupying of nothingness of sorts, or created out of nothing except my own consideration and overall agreement with time and space that it be so. Well, the interesting bit, I did step off into the nothingness, and what happened was I became a view. Like I've mentioned before, no body, mind, thoughts, memories, emotions, sensations, just an overall position of perceiving and being now. And as I remained in this state, which had no length to it or duration, more so, I seemingly instantly perceived the physical body, and the awareness that I is animated it once more, and I was back in the physical body, an overall very smooth course.
Cool, Jeremy. That's well said, well articulated. It's kind of self-explanatory, but how do you see?
Well, I wrote another little tidbit. It reminded me of when I read The Adventures of Rebazar Tars. Rebazar made a comment about time and space and how it's a reality all its own. Well, I'll just read what I wrote. It's here. It says, "This show of time and space really made me remember what Rebazar said. The gods of man don't exist. They have duration. As people feed into them with tap lines in agreement to being controlled, and at the same time, at the same instant, having a personal want for an authority/savior character, well, then it is so, cause and effect. With the masses engaged in, well, in mass, so it becomes solidified and appears to be real, but it is not. Only an illusion of the created consciousness and overall agreement to the idea of him or God or whatever. And the duration doesn't imply existence. How I considered a 5-minute length and a chunk of land appeared. It wasn't real, only enduring with a thought or idea which will allow it to have duration, as long as I agree to it to be so."
We have this, well, we have this show here, community show here, where we interview the folks that in the community in Baja. And one of the gals, we mentioned her before, she had this experience with the Apple computer, and we invited her on to be interviewed. And somehow I put, well, the interview, our next opening is in April, and I forgot it's May, so the next month is actually June. But she said, no, I can't time travel, yet, and back into the past. And then I corrected myself, and I said, yeah, I shouldn't be dabbling in time travel too much because it confuses me. But she's she's been, we approached her to sort of like to enhance her experience that she had with the Apple computer. She's kind of shy with that, but she has had, she wanted to come on the show and share that she has had 3 near-death experiences, and she wanted to share about that and how it related to her teaching of Pilates and how it helped her to become more aware, etc. So maybe in its own way, I see how the real guides can bring people around to almost trick them, or to, it's very creative how we can bring people into this. It's not a straight line. It's usually roundabout. And maybe through sharing her experiences with her near-death experiences, she can see more. Just through sharing, she can see more. She can pick up on maybe what we're doing and have the opportunity to become more aware just by being around us.